All right, guys, this morning we're going to get to make a video that I've been wanting to make for so long, and I'm so happy that I finally do get to make it. I've had my eye on this thing since I got rid of it. That's all I'm going to tell you. I've got about a 5.5 hour road trip to go pick this thing up. You can probably guess more or less what it is. Obviously, it's a truck, but the truck that it is very significant to me. And if you followed me and or been around for a long time, you know the truck. But road trip time, guys, and I'm just so excited to show you all this. All right, guys, so Bubba is going to be working on some trucks here at the shop while me and Ryan head to down to Georgia to pick up a truck. Bubba, you gonna miss this, man? I know it's been a long weekend. Hey. Should we show everybody the trusty steed? I love it. I think it's the best $120 I've ever spent on Amazon. Yeah. Let's put them on this. I've never seen one before like a week ago. And it kind of amazing.
I think we should buy one I could ride on, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could ride on this one. It's not going to end well.
Stand there and you push.
I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty pimp. Like for a budget floor sweeper.
You need some wheels though.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Can't be rocking.
It's got the smoothies.
Yeah. Them Detroits.
KG1. Yeah, bro. Check out the new addition to the team. I don't know. I was scrolling through Amazon and my brother told me about one of these, and I copped it. I pushed it all weekend. You can ask him. Probably Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
24 hours maybe?
Yeah, 24 hours a day. I was just walking around with this thing because my, ADHD and all the energy I have where I walk around, I harnessed it right there.
We're just going to tie a strap to you to this.
Yeah, tie a strap to me and I'll just pull it around with me.
When you're on the phone, you'll have the whole place clean.
Oh, I was on the phone just pushing it around like it was just the best thing ever. Also, we finally deemed one of the golf carts for me. We took all the plastic off and she's it. We was whipping it last night. But, all right, don't cry too much. We're going to Georgia. Yeah. All right, so we are approximately 9 minutes from said dealership where we are picking up said truck. Somewhere in the middle of Georgia. If you're an OG subscriber / follower / knew me back in the day before all the YouTube stuff, and before the white truck thing happened, because believe it or not, that was not always my deal, the white truck thing. You know which truck we're going to pick up and you know where it's at, and you're probably not going to be surprised by this video. I talk about this truck all the time and I have always regretted selling it, so super excited to have it back in the fleet.
Towards Centerville and
So the thing is I have already wired in the money for the truck, so it's already bought, but I'm hoping that I walk up and start nitpicking it and some of the salesmen walk out and don't recognize me and don't, we can mess with some salesmen at the dealership. That's always fun. I'm just going to start pointing at random stuff, asking them what that is.
Then turn left onto Centerville Road towards Centerville.
I'll be there in about 5 minutes. All right, I see a couple any levels. That's always a good sign. Where's baby girl? Is that baby girl? No, that's black. All right, any level. No comments. Never mind, found it. Hold up. There's baby girl. God, I love that fucking truck. Why am I so happy right now? This is ever since I sold this truck, I've been hoping for this moment. And there she is. She looks beautiful, man. I've missed that thing. Dang, that's a sexy truck. Why did I sell that thing? I was dumb. Why is this low-key my favorite truck I've ever had? You've never seen this thing in person? This is literally one of the cleanest trucks I ever built, and I built it way before I did anything significant with Instagram.
So why'd you go white?
I bought one white truck, and then I got another white truck, and then I got another white truck, and then I had 37 white trucks, and I sold 33 of them, so I ended up with 4. And I had a bunch of white trucks. There's no real explanation to where the white trend came from, but I'm so disappointed that one left, but not anymore. Let's go take a look at it before we get bombarded by a salesman. I hope we get bombarded by a salesman. Wonder what the payments is like on this thing. That's exactly what I'm gonna ask the salesman that walks up to me. So I haven't seen this thing in 2 years. This is actually the dealership I sold it to 2 years ago, and they couldn't get rid of it. So now I bought it back. They paid the storage fee, not me. Yeah, she's definitely been outside for 2 years. She needs a deep clean for dang sure. Overall, though, I'm not really seeing anything. This truck has painted axles, some chrome plating and stuff underneath. The chrome plating looks like it may have suffered being outside for a couple years. Oh, it's cleaning up. We're good. I think they just didn't clean the suspension. Let's check out the wheels, make sure there's no damage on them. I'm so excited to see this thing, man. There's so many things that I wished I would have done to this truck that I didn't do back then, that I didn't remember I did. Huh. I didn't remember I painted that. Bro. This thing's sat outside for 2 years and the headlights came apart. Don't worry. We got a headlight guy. Pretty good, man.
Pretty sure this one got sold at auction.
Really?
I'm pretty sure that one is being sold off at an auction.
So it's not for sale anymore?
Well, it's still here, so I would imagine if you wanted to buy it, you could buy it. But I'm pretty sure they're selling this one at auction.
Dang.
We
Well,
got another.
how many miles is on this one?
I have to go check.
Do you know who built it? Who's FP?
Have zero clue. I literally started working here 3 days ago.
I bought this truck.
Oh.
I'm messing with you, man. I bought the truck. Yeah.
Oh, why?
That's why when you came up to me, I was like, how long am I going to mess with him before I told him? Yeah. I was about to say, I got it on. He got it on. I was just going to see how long I could keep it going.
I was like, yeah, sure. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
2,500 over there.
Yeah, I was about to say, you was trying to point me towards another one, but I was like, I think that one's it.
That's the one.
All right. All right. We're going to go here and sign some paperwork, guys.
Here for you.
Forgot we're on a movie set here now. All right, guys. So finally got my 2021 Mega Cab back in my possession. If you followed me for a long time, you know this is actually one of my favorite trucks I've ever built, and I have regretted selling it since I sold it. This was one of the first trucks to receive one of the OG Ram striker kits. This was back in 21 when I originally bought the truck new. This is also the first truck that I ever bought new. I bought it off a dealer lot up in Kentucky. Had some really, really weird options to it, like dual alternators. It's got a backup alarm, which I have turned off now. It's kind of funny, though, so I might turn it on at truck shows just to see people look. But really happy to have this thing back, and I've got some big plans for it, guys. I think we want to go a little bit bigger. Let me know what y'all think we should do. It sits perfectly, but, you know, I built this truck almost 2.5 years ago now. So, like, my taste has kind of changed a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I still think it looks good. But I think I would like to lift the truck up to, it's at about 6 inches of lift right now. I think I'd like to go to about, like, maybe 10 and do some 28s maybe. Let me know what y'all think. I think that's kind of like my happy area is like 8 to 10 inches of lift. 6 just doesn't really seem like much anymore. But there's actually a lot of stuff done to this truck, guys. If you look in the back here, it's kind of dirty, still it needs to be clean. But the axles are actually brown on this truck. We pulled the axles and painted them so they're the same color two-tone. We painted them due to we couldn't find a powder color close enough to the two-tone, and this was back before I liked to powder axles. I used to paint on my axles. Now the powder I know is a little bit tougher, but the paint is a lot less labor intensive. And then we also have some chrome plating. Now it looks a little hazy right now, but I did wipe on some of it and it does clean up pretty good. But this truck is a limited Longhorn, which is, so there's a bunch of tiers in Ram. This is the most expensive and the best option truck that you can buy. The only thing that this truck was missing was the automatic steps from the factory, which we're going to put on it. But it has the black and brown interior. This thing has a 2,500 piece starlight in it that we put in it. Never want to do that again in my life, man. That took like 3 days to do. But overall, this truck, I sold it 2 years ago and it had 11,900 miles or something. It was about to roll over 12. I've bought it back 2.5 years later now, and it has 12,700 after I drove 400 miles home. So it had like 12,400 when I bought it. As you saw earlier, I was kind of screwing with the dealership guys because they didn't realize that it was my truck already. But yeah, love this interior. This is actually my favorite interior that Dodge offers, besides like the last white mega cab that I had that had like the white and blue interior. Did you ever see that truck? No? Okay. Well, you missed out. The white and blue was really cool, but it was like blue jean staining right here. Yeah, so that's kind of a problem you have to deal with the light interiors. But like I said, I think I want to go up a little bit with this truck. It's on 6 inches of lift. I think I want to go to about 10, do coilovers in the front. Coilovers won't be in the rear. It'll still be springs in the rear. Might add some bags and stuff because back in the day, I actually used to daily drive and pull with this truck on 2616s and 3-inch spacers. Oh, I got to show you all the wheels too. So these are wheels for the first big Ford I ever owned. So these wheels are actually 80170. That's why it has spacers. So this truck, I can't remember if it has 2 or 3-inch adapters, but these are 26 by 16 JTX Forged Credos in a brushed finish. This was also back before I had floaters and stuff like that. I really wasn't cool back then, guys. I kind of know why you didn't follow me back then. But we got all the stickers and stuff off of it. The truck does need to be buffed. It has sat outside for a couple years. But I do plan on bringing this thing back to the original condition it was in. It hasn't really changed much besides just aging and weathering from sitting outside, which is really, really bad for them to sit that long and never be drove and just sit in the heat. I think it's had some like 100-degree days because some of the headlights on the inside are coming apart, and I had those freshly built, but it did sit there for 2 years. They also put a black badge on the rear, and I don't really agree with that. So I think I'm just gonna order a new badge. It's like black and brown two-tone painted. But let me know what y'all think we should do with this thing. I kind of have a couple ideas. It actually does, so it had a stock transmission when I sold it, and they actually tore the transmission out within like a couple 100 miles of getting it, which I don't know how, because this truck has never turned a tire. Like, I bought this truck brand new, and it was my baby. I didn't even like aggressively accelerate in this truck. So they somehow tore the transmission out in the couple 100 miles that they drove it. They put a brand new stage 1 trans. Not sure who it's from, trying to get the paperwork on the trans right now. But I think it being a 21, which is the best year, it having a built transmission means that it needs some noisy stuff, as in a fat turbo. But we'll see. Also, let me know, like I said, about wheels. Do we do brushed or polished? That's also another question that I'm kind of a little iffy on. I think the brushed on the two-tone does look sick, and the maintenance is awesome. But polished wheels on this truck would pop until I have to clean them. So let me know what y'all think on that. Glad to have this thing back in the fleet, though. She has belonged here for a long time. Got to get her back in pristine condition. The guys over at Detail Tech are going to buff and fix the coating. You can see the kind of scratches and haziness from somebody not knowing what they're doing when they're washing the truck. But the boys over at Detail Tech are going to buff the truck and then redo all the coating on the front, because this truck does have a 5-year Kenzo ceramic coat. So when we went to wash the truck a second ago, you could tell from here back, the coating was perfect. but on the front of the truck where the front sat in the front of the lot for so long, it was kind of a little bit gritty. So I'm going to have them strip the ceramic off the front. Not really sure exactly how that works. They'll fix it. But I'm going to have them strip all the ceramic off the front, buff the truck, and then re-ceramic coat the whole front of the truck. And we also got to figure out something with headlights, guys. I do want to keep the limited headlights in there because, like, who wants a limited with, like, Laramie heads or aftermarket headlights, just to be honest? Even though I can't say that I have limited with aftermarket headlights. I just kind of burned myself right there. But yeah, we got some more projects coming. Also, guys, truck show registration. We are nearing 300 trucks pre-registered for our truck show. In March 15th, 16th in Jamestown, Tennessee, we're going to have 2 dynos, an 80 by 80 side pad, which is actually getting done next week. So y'all are going to get to see the new pad, and I might swing a truck on there. Might swing this one or the Hellcat. You never know. Might get a little rowdy. This one's got a trans in it now, so I'm not as afraid to beat on it. But yeah, the truck show. Get registered for that, guys. It's on our website. I will drop the link in the description and on the video itself. Also, another thing, subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think we should do to the truck. I'm thinking a black and brown 2-tone engine bay. I want this truck to be so stupid clean and simple, because even like right now, you can't see that the axles are painted. There's a lot of powder coat underneath that you don't even know about, because this truck is so subtle. But once you see it in person, you're like, oh shoot, it's got a bunch of chrome plating. Axles are painted. I just want it to be a really, really subtle, nice truck. So we're going to be doing a lot of mods to this truck. Like I said, this has always been one of my favorite trucks. I'm so happy it's back, and it needed to be here. It should have never left. But back then, we didn't have, I went one truck at a time. We didn't have 5 or 6. So now I'm glad that we were able to get in a position to where we were able to buy this back. And I appreciate y'all watching the videos. Come here, man. Where'd you go? My truck hard.
Go to the front. Men. Woman. Woman, men.
Glasses. Nipple. All right. I ain't gonna make you walk outside because you've already stared at the truck 100 times.
Good, because I'm out of breath.
Yeah. I just get out of breath from walking over here, but you know, I wasn't gonna point myself out on that one. But black and brown truck, feelings on it being back, because I know you always love that truck too.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
I think it'll be cool. You think go higher? I know you want me to leave it, but I definitely want to go higher with it.
Listen, you need a dependable truck. Not dependable, dually, dependable but sucks to daily.
It does suck to daily.
Single cab, not happening. This thing.
Yeah, because I'll drive that thing for like 2 weeks.
And then park it. And then this thing, we can't. Well,
this thing is useless in every way.
We'll get kicked out of town driving this thing
Yeah,
around.
last time we did drive it through town, the cops did like zoom by right after we got back.
They loved it or hated it, so.
Hellcat, not reliable.
Not reliable.
Yeah, you got me there.
Kinda,
man. That's kind of the only reliable truck, and plus it's got a fresh transmission in it.
I would not mess with it.
Yeah.
Paint match?
Yeah, so I think we only go to like 15 inches of lift and like 30s, so like that it's still reliable.
I figured lay it on the frame, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, lay it on the frame. To lay a four-wheel drive on the frame, though, we'll have to just take the suspension off and just let it hit
That's
the ground.
okay. It's okay.
It wouldn't be the first time. Nah, actually, we never dropped a truck.
We've never
Joking,
dropped
guys. We never dropped one. We dropped a jack on your finger, but sore subject, my bad.
All right.
Yeah.
We did. A Daytona let us down, and the truck went on the ground once, but that was about it.
Yeah, man. Them old Daytonas, they're reliable till they're not.
Yeah,
You'll know when they're not.
They're there or they ain't.
Yeah, you'll know when they're not because you're changing tires and you walk back around and the truck's like.
Yeah. If you guys could sponsor us, please do.
Yeah. Harbor Freight, where you be, man?
Yeah.
We got all these sponsors and Harbor Freight ain't one of them. That's a shame. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all for watching. Just thought I'd let y'all see Bubba's beautiful face. Mwah.
Thank you.